establishment of lesbian gay community action, and last year collaborated together with Will on a number of activities to commemorate the 40th anniversary of gay law reform in South Australia. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you, Gertrude. I'm a bit teary after that, so you're going to have to excuse me if I find this difficult. I'm going to read you a poem, but before I do that, I'm going to just tell you a quick story. When we met and became friends and then started sharing our lives, Ian told me about a relationship which broke down, which was very, very painful and bitter. And in fact, it was so painful and bitter that he took quite a few years to recover from it. And one day we were talking about it, and he said, you know, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to be in another relationship because I don't think I could bear to go through another bus stop. And I was quite shocked. He was such a handsome, accomplished and beautiful man, and I couldn't believe he would deprive himself from anyone else of love. But, of course, as we all know, he broke through, thank heavens, and in fact it was in 1991, and we were at a meeting together, and he motioned to me, and I went over and he said, I'm dating, I'm seeing someone. And I said, it's wonderful, I'm so pleased for you. Who is it? And he said, Stephen. And I thought for a moment and I said, Lay. And he said, yes. And he's a good one. Stephen's a slight tinge of red. The poem I'm going to read you is called The Fairies Are Dancing All Over the World by the US writer Michael Rimmaker. It was written in 1977, so its language is of that time, and it has American cultural references, including political, but I would ask you to focus on the fairies and to think of Ian. I think I'll have to take my glasses off. The fairies are dancing all over the world. In the dreams of the president they are dancing, although he dares not mention this at cabinet meetings. In the baby blood of the brand new they are dancing, most rapturously, and over the graves of the fathers and mothers who are dead, and around the heads of the mothers and fathers who are not dead, in celebration of the sons and daughters they've given the earth. The fairies are dancing in the paws and muzzles of dogs larking in the broad field next to the church. The fairies have always danced in the blood of the untamed, in the muscular horned goat and the shining snake, in the blood of Henry Thoreau and most certainly Emily Dickinson. And they skiv in the blood of the Marine recruit in his barracks at night, his bones aching with fatigue and loneliness, and pure dreams of women, and his good buddy in the next bunk. They are most lovely in the eyes of the black kid trucking in front of the jukebox at the local pizzeria, more timorous in the eyes of his white friend, whose hips are a bit more calcified with hereditary denunciation of the fairies. May the fairies swivel his hips. On sap green evenings in early summer, the fairies danced under the moon in country places, danced among Native American teepees, and hung in the rough hair of buffaloes racing across the prairies, and are dancing still, most hidden and everywhere. In some, only in the eyes, in others, a reach of the arm, a sudden yelp of joy reveals their presence. The fairies are dancing from coast to coast all over dead Middle America. They're bumping and grinding on the Kremlin walls. The tap of their feet is eroding all the walls all over the world as they dance. A bit of healthy green in the dead wood that spreads an invisible green fire around and around the globe, encircling it in its dance of intimacy with the secret of all living things. The fairies are dancing even in the Pope's nose and in the heart of the most stubborn macho who will not and will not, and the fairies will most insistently because he will not. In the Pentagon, the fairies are dancing under the scrambled egg hats of those who see no reason why youths should live to old age. The fairies bide their time and wait. They dance in invisible circlets of joy around and around and over the planet. They are the green rings unseen by spaceships. Their breath is the earth at the first spring evening. They explode in the black buds of deadwood winter. Welcome them with open arms. They are allies courting in the bloodstream. Welcome them and dance with them.